Each week, the NFL graces us with carefully crafted stories to help the average person combat the mundane passing of time that is life. Clans battle it out for global dominance. Personalities strive for glory and commercials. Convincing as these are, they should never be believed as real or anything other than scripted entertainment. This is The Game of Throws. Episode 11's Thursday night special ended in a frenzy as the writers gave us one hell of a conflict to chew on after an otherwise average night. Up 21-7, the Cleveland Browns were 8 seconds away from closing out the night with higher hopes in making it to the third act in January, in which they haven't had a meaningful story arc in a while. And then, a shocker.
Well, he tackled Rudolph. Rudolph didn't like the way that he was tackled.
Oh, gosh.
Man.
Oh, man.
What exactly led up to the attempted beheading of Mason Rudolph? Are the Cleveland Browns, after months of build as a hero, truly the villains? Let's talk about it. The Browns were teased to be main protagonists, even told the inspiring redemption tale of a diva turned wholesome teammate formerly from the land of giants, Odell Bulldog Buddha Beckham, reuniting him with best friend from his past, Jarvis Boys Just Wanna Have Fun Landry. A dynamic workhorse who trampled any and all armies was paired up with the leader of the Lost, Baker Mayfield, who wowed audiences last season and seemed to fill the large shoes of his role. He wore his heart on his sleeves, and then tore off those sleeves and threw them for a 34-yard touchdown. Nice. Orchestrated all by first-season coach, Freddie, uncle who brings 5 cases of Bud and Stogies to a 1-year-old's birthday party kitchens. The pieces for a feel-good story were there. We've all been waiting to see this abused stepdaughter turn into the prom queen, after decades of torture. But as the first half of the season played out, we quickly learned that we were baited like a couple of sardines at a San Diego bait shop. Cleveland not only seems like they're going to miss the big dance, yet again, they might even miss the limo entirely. Hell, they might not even find something to wear. Offensively, they look to have an embarrassment of riches at their disposal, but we're left with only embarrassment and no riches. Instead, the writers painted the Browns a shade darker, the most penalized team in the league. Trouble breaching enemy territory. Mind-boggling losses caused by poor direction. Racist outbursts leading to excommunication. Team leaders balding under the pressure of winning. General Mayfield's spunky attitude now came off as whining. Things were getting clearly out of hand until came their Prove It episode, where they were slated to protect the city of Cleveland from the invading Pittsburgh Steelers, the historical patriarch of the AFC North family. The Browns consistently deflected the firepower of Mason Rudolph, second in line for the throne of steel once Ben dropped his razor in a public bathroom. Roethlisberger is put down to rest. Rudolph was 4 times intercepted in a dreadful attempt to sack the canine city. Every method of attack was thwarted. Pittsburgh Warriors fell by the wayside, including Juju, everybody's best friend, Smith-Schuster. The eternal underdogs sent the Steelers away convincingly cooked. But have they corrupted during the process? Demarius Randall, once cast away from the Lambeau Tundra, spears Deontay Johnson unnecessarily, causing both the new Steeler to bleed profusely from the ears, and Randall banished from the fight entirely. Emotions ran high in this important struggle. A scrappy clan, desperately trying to overthrow the bloodline that has tortured them for decades? It was a riveting storyline that ended in all-around disaster. As the battle was decided, Myles, Chekhov's helmet Garrett, wraps up Rudolph amid final archery and wrestles him to the ground. What preceded had fans jumping up from their seats, hands over their mouths, turkey legs falling from the gullet. The skirmish escalated, resulting in Garrett whacking him with his own titanium cranium. One of the most savage moments witnessed on the battlefields had even bipartisan parties vomiting into their handbags. A heinous act that was immediately punished by head sentry Marquise Pounce on he, I shall pounce on thee, Pouncey, by way of Muay Thai. In what could have been a devastating blow to Rudolph, turned into a mindless sacrifice for Cleveland, as Garrett has been banished indefinitely for losing his head, for allowing the drama to crack down on him, for his act of brutality, let's just say. But fan theories are electric about this who shot first scenario. Did Mason Rudolph unwisely provoke him, grabbing at his helmet, or what was he trying to accomplish here? Did Garrett step too far anyway by dragging the Steel leader down during a meaningless checkdown? Was this said meaningless checkdown Rudolph's most potent attack all night? Was this kick in the testicles the true catalyst of this debacle? If only Thanksgiving weren't a couple weeks away, still this spicy development supplies perfect fight fodder over cranberry sauce and stovetop. Everyone jumped to Twitter to voice their opinions, including a familiar face.
Why is it the guy who, after they were separated and Myles Garrett was being shoved away from him, continued the aggression? Why isn't his name mentioned in any of the suspensions? I'm just saying. Take care.
In their biggest victory of the season, it appears Cleveland has announced themselves villains of the AFC tribe, seemingly assuming the role of their self-destructing kin, the Cincinnati Bengals, famously known for birthing Vontez, Monday Night Raw Perfect, and even he had to shield his daughter's eyes away from the gruesome display Thursday night. Although foreshadowed by the comments of the Cleveland general.
No, you don't play, you don't know it. That's just plain and simple. Was I happy with the drive? No, we didn't score points. It's the dumbest question you could ask. What? Jesus, bro.
This level of Brown's corruption came unforeseen even to him, as he disagrees with this character development.
You know what? The reality is he's going to get suspended. We don't know how long, and that hurts our team. And we can't do that. We can't continue to hurt this team. It's inexcusable.
Even after introducing Kareem Hunt, who left us last season with some domestic issues, their evil aspirations still have a ways to go if they want to claim to the dark throne of the North, which has held the dislikes of Roethlisberger and also Ray Lewis, who probably literally killed the guy.